Hey boy, you want to plant some amaryllis bulbs with me? All right, well, let's go. That's going to be our project for the day. Amaryllis bulbs. Hey y'all, so today I wanted to show you or talk to you about amaryllis bulbs. I love amaryllis. They are a large tropical looking bulb. I think they might be, some of them are native to South Africa. I don't know where the rest of them come from, but they make beautiful holiday blooming flowers. Now I found out about these from Miss Martha Stewart way back in the 80s, and I've been planting them every year for Christmas ever since. So let me talk to you a little bit about these. They are actually, you can grow them in your garden if you're in zone 8 through 11. These had wax on them and I picked the wax off. You can find these in kits. You can buy them by the bulb, like single bulbs. There's different ways you can get them. You can get them from your local nursery sometimes. You can get them from Walmart. You can get them by mail order, on the internet. I don't know, but you can get them. There's just a variety of ways. Now, size does matter when it comes to amaryllis bulbs. You want to get biggest bulb that you can get, that you can find, because that one will produce the most or the biggest flower, and sometimes it'll produce more than one stalk of flowers. So these did have the wax coating. I picked the wax coating off because I don't like it. Darcy doesn't like it either, as you can hear. He does not like it. So we are going to plant these. Let me get Mr. Darcy to hush. Hold on. Darcy, no. A lot of people, once they plant these for Christmas, they just throw them away. I don't. I put mine out in the garden. Like I said, they are hardy from zone 8 to 11, and they will bloom for you year after year. I have some in my garden right now. The only difference is they don't bloom at Christmas when they're growing in your garden. They bloom in the spring, sometime near Easter-ish, depending. So yeah, I love these. I'm not going to throw it away once I'm done with it. I am going to put it in my garden. So I had this pot. I love this pot. You'll want to make sure that you have a drainage hole. I don't know if you can see that, but you want to make sure that your pot has a drainage hole, because the roots will rot very easily with these. These do not like to have their feet wet at all. I found that out the hard way last year. Rotted one of my bulbs right in the pot. So you don't want to do that. Like I said, size matters. You get the biggest bulb that you can. It's going to make the biggest flower. Inspect it, make sure there's no mold or anything, you know, ugly on it. You don't want a moldy bulb. No moldy bulbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my soil in here. I brought some soil up from the potting bench because I didn't want to go out to the potting bench to film this. I want to stay on my porch. So I'm just going to fill this up with some potting soil. Not all the way. And then I'm going to place my bulbs in. And they like to be snug in their container. I might have to, I might not be able to put all 3 of these in here. Let me see if I can get it under the rim. Well, these might not fit all 3. My bulbs might be too big. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 in, and I'm going to fill the soil up to about 2/3 up their bulbs. Snug them in. Then I'm going to put this one on top of it and snug it in with some potting soil. Just on the sides. It'll be fine. The roots are at the bottom anyway. And no, I don't care that I'm getting dirt all over my table. I don't care. So that's how I'm going to grow these. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it'll be working out fine. I'm going to tuck that in. You want at least at least a third of the bulb showing. This one has 2/3 because it's sitting on top of the shoulders of the other ones. And I'm going to scrape that dirt off of the other one because I don't want it to be up too high on there. I don't want to. There. We'll see how this works out. Now once you get it potted, if it doesn't have green on it yet, I'm sorry, my camera's shaking. If it doesn't have the green on it yet, then water it once, put it in a sunny window, and let it sit there and rotate it every day. Turn the pot every day in that sunny window. Once it gets this green, then you can water it again. Water it once when you put it in your pot, and then don't water it again until the green busts through, if you have one that hasn't started with any green. Once you got that done, then you'll want to just water it maybe once a week. Check it, make sure the soil, is dry before you water it, or like I said, you'll rot the roots, and you don't want that. So I've got that done, and I think just to make it a little bit prettier, I am going to put some of this sheet moss on it. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Just so that it's, I'm going to put this on my dining room table. I don't want dirt on it. I don't want the dirt showing. So I've got this sheet moss, and I'm just going to cut. Let's see, just going to cut some pieces of it. And tuck it in there. Uh-oh, I don't want that on there. Tuck it in there so that it'll be pretty. And just to cover up that dirt. And you can miss this moss. I don't think it's going to grow. I think it's been dyed for the color, or else it'd be kind of brown. And you can get different kinds of moss. You don't have to get the sheet moss. I just like the sheet moss, especially for crafts and things. I'm just cutting little pieces and piecing them in there. Oh, you know what I should do? I found this in someone's garbage, and I wanted it. Yes, I am a garbage picker, and I wanted it for these branches. So I'm going to tear these branches off some kind of way. Let's see if I can get them out. And the reason I want these branches is because this is going to get really tall, and it's going to need something to hold it up. So what I thought I would do is put this down in the corners. Let's see, how you doing? Just put it down in the corners. Making sure I don't hurt my bulbs. Making sure I'm missing my bulbs. And that way, when it grows, I'll have something to tie it to or stake it to, and it won't flop over. You can also put a little bit of pea gravel in the top so that it's weights it down some, because when these do grow, it will get top heavy. And you don't want your whole plant to tip over. So I'm just going to continue to put that sheet moss in here. Sorry, I can't talk and work at the same time. I have never been able to do that. Some people can, not me. When I work, I can't talk. That's why my YouTube videos are so, I stop in the middle of what I'm doing. People are waiting on me to finish what I'm saying, and I forget. So I'm just piecing this moss in here. It doesn't have to be, uh-oh, I don't want that back on there. This has a little bit of a sticky backing on it. So I guess like if you wanted to do a Christmas village and you wanted this to be the grass for it, it's sticky, but obviously I don't need all that. So I think that covers it up pretty good, pretty well. So it's not so, ugh. You could use rocks or pebbles or whatever you want. I just wanted to do moss. I just like the moss look. I'm not into rocks in my plants. So there you have your potted amaryllis. You'll set it in the window, a bright window. Turn it whenever, every day, so that it'll grow evenly, because if you leave it in one position, these will grow toward the sun and they won't be straight up. You want them to be straight up. You want them to be straight up. So they are toxic to pets, so keep your cats and your dogs away from them. Be very careful about that. And yeah, there you go. We have a beautiful potted amaryllis ready to put on my dining room table as a centerpiece. Now keep in mind, it will take it 4 to 6 weeks to bloom, so you want to get started early. You can always give these as gifts with a beautiful ceramic pot or whatever kind of pot. Just tuck it down in the pot. They can put whatever soil they want to, wrap it with a ribbon, put it in a clear cellophane bag. Beautiful hostess gift. So thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all, and see y'all next time. Darcy, did I hurt your feelings when I fussed at you for barking? But you have to admit, our project came out really, really pretty. I cannot wait for it to bloom now. It's going to be gorgeous.